But it's something you cannot do, or it hurts to tell that person that you've watched over the years put someone else down constantly, and then they're living that life. You're standing there and you're looking at it and you're thinking, wow, so-and-so never thought that all their negative words was going to come back to haunt them. And you're standing there, but you have to be strong, not to say, remember when you were always criticizing so-and-so? Look at you today. You can't do that either. You cannot go there. It's none of your business. That person's action is what they're living right now. That person's thoughts is what they're living right now. And you do not have to go there. They might never have to learn, and you have to just let it go. Because the law of attraction doesn't care what you ask for. It delivers. Like the genie said, your wish is my command. What do you want? Say it again. Play it again. Rehearse it again. Repeat it again. The thing we do though, when we are angry, we use so much passion and high vibration to say terrible things that we end up experiencing later on. When we are requesting though, some of us have a sad face. That praying means you have to look sad. They just, no, God will help me. No, God is not going to help you with that attitude. You have to believe. And when you believe, you put vibration to your words. So if you're asking for something, make sure that when you ask for it, you put the same amount of vibration as when you're going to curse it towards somebody else. You have to have high vibration. You don't know, do not make assumptions about somebody else's life. Your opinions of them does not really matter. Your words negatively about them is the same words you speak about yourself. So naturally, you step out of the world doing those three things. If you can leave those three of the four agreements out and concentrate on one, the one part of the four agreements that we have complete control of is no matter what we do, when we do it, we do our best. And with that type of attitude, when you look at it, it might not have been successful, but you gave it your all. You put your will to your shoulder to the wheel. You gave it your all. That's where we have control. We cannot have control about criticizing another person. Yet we do it. We do it a lot. And then when we get things not coming our way, we do not realize it was our fault, our words. That's why you need to use exquisite and impeccable words to talk about somebody else. Even when your law of attraction, you're looking at the mirror and you're deciding you're getting old and you have this wrong with you and that wrong with you. What about if you just see what is right with you first thing in the morning? What was right with me first thing in the morning? If we can see that, then we will win. Because you have decided the best thing and the most important thing that's perfect with me, I woke up this morning. I am breathing. I have my 5 senses working. I am walking. And when I get there, I can pause. Just see that. And realize I am able to do all of that for me. Instead of saying, oh, those wrinkles, those gray hairs, those this, those that, the broken, that hurts, this one is going to hurt. Telling it hurts is not going to make it go away. I have a crazy attitude because I'm really not normal. If something hurts, I have a conversation with it. That's how you decide you're going to go to the right, so you're hurting. But I need to explain some things to you. I have things to do and you need to come along. So if I were you, I would just better fix things up because you need to function. Calling you and telling you this hurts and that hurt. Even calling the doctor or going to the doctor and saying this hurts and that hurt. He just takes a slip of paper and he writes it and says, try that. What about if they say we can heal ourselves? They say the mind is an amazing thing. So all what we desire, we can get it from our mind. We can ask, if you were me, what would you do now? We're talking to self, and we're expecting an answer from self. This is what I'm facing. Self is very much aware. But the law of attraction, you have to watch your words. There are 3 ways it works for us. We say it. When we receive it, I'm so grateful, I'm so happy and grateful. We forget to say it when we are able to assist others by saying, I'm so happy and grateful I was able to do this for my mom, for my sister, for myself. I'm so happy and grateful I had the opportunity to help somebody find a job. That is amazing because you were able to do that for someone. That's why when Cyrus came this morning, I had to tell you guys about him. He taught me some things that I'm still using today. He's always teaching. That you have to be grateful for what you can throw out at others in a good way. So that's why law of attraction tells you to be good to others when you're speaking exquisite and impeccable words. And then the law of attraction has number 3, which is telling you, you want something, be grateful before you get it. Because you could think it. I'm so happy and grateful I thought to do this. And that is, you're still here. And that is what is important. You have to remember that the law of attraction does not understand you or me. It just, you open that mouth, it comes calling. To be clear, what you thought and said and requested was meant for someone else? Is that you're telling me? Really? Honestly? Whoever told you that you had the right and permission to think and request on behalf of another person, they lied to you. You're telling me, Tessa-Marie, I didn't ask for that. I was just, did you remember you asked for it for Joan? Where is Joan today? Is Joan sailing and you're sitting here in the muddle and the puddle that you made for Joan? So whoever told you have the ability to curse someone, that you had the right and you were given permission to think and request on behalf of another person, that's a false prophet. That's a bad story. You can assist, you can help, you can show up and you can give. And you can say, here you are, the good part. You're not the person who will only give you something because it's half-won. They give you the scraps. That's what it is. You do not have to give the scraps. Give what you like. If you like something, if you enjoy something, or you see something that you like and you know someone who will enjoy it, and you feel like giving it to them, just give it to them. And you, the receiver, remember, do not say, you didn't have to. That's rubbish. That's just utter rubbish. Do not behave like that. Turn around and say, I'm happy and grateful. Thank you. I like that. Because remember, that person thought of you at that moment, wherever they were. And they're sending that, brought that to you. Say thank you. Thank you for thinking of me. Or when you get a compliment, you have something nice on. That is, I've had it for a long time. Stop telling lies. You just bought it. We have to stop doing that to ourselves. You want more, but you criticize what you already have. When you get a compliment about it, how come you're not getting more? That's why the law of attraction has been choked. Like I always said, you are the beaver in your own river. You are stopping your flow by your behavior. Nobody else can make your life go rotten unless you give them the key and allow them to do that, and you bow and you let them move you in the direction they want to be, and that too is wrong. You have the freedom to be who you are. Nobody can keep you away from that. You see, the responsibility of the law of attraction is to deliver your request to you, not to me. That is the responsibility. So when this young man told me this, sent me the note yesterday, that he wanted to get it a little bit more just so he can tell his friend, because the friend is not seeing, the attitude is wrong. The law of attraction has always been the genie in the fairy tales. Yeah? You know those words, right? Your wish is my command, replies the genie. You breathe and it happens. Before you take a full breath, it happens. And you wonder why. Because you forgot, you didn't realize you had taken that breath. That's another thing again. When was the last time you were grateful? You are breathing. This thing is keeping you alive when you're sleeping. And you haven't realized the only time we question and we go, oh, I'm having problem breathing. Yeah. When last did you say, I'm so happy and grateful for the very breath of life itself? And you want more. But you are not taking the time to be grateful and this is old, that is this. And I am so old. Well, what do you expect? You're old. Like my grandfather once said when we said he was old, he said, if I'm old, why don't you throw me out? That's what you do with old things. So we need to remember that. The law of attraction has always been the genie. It delivers. So you do not want it, but you thought it. You put words to it with passion, and then you took action on it. It belongs to you. When you fly off the handle, sometimes you have to, I talk about pausing a lot. Well, on Saturday, I did not pause, and I will live to regret that. But I realize we need to pause before we open that mouth of ours. And that is one of the things we all have to do. And it's not that you have it down pat and you won't make a mistake. Sometimes you do make a mistake because you need a lesson. And we have to realize that. So you do not want it, but you thought it. You put words to it with passion and took action on it. It belongs to you. No, you cannot exchange it. It doesn't have a return address. You cannot take it back because it came back by itself to where it was created. You have no control with it. The only thing you have is the regret of that, and it's etched on your brow. And the songwriter said, can do nothing about it now. And we need to know that. So what to do is to stop sending negative energy to others. Just shift your paradigm. We will never get it completely 100% because there is no perfection. But every time we do it, we can turn around and say, oh, I shouldn't have. And correct, course correct. You guys saw the rocket, right? They were course correcting that rocket every second. It wasn't just flying like that. Hundreds of people all over the place were involved in this. So when we do something, we need to course correct. When we step on someone's toe, when we create a scenario for somebody as we think,